I'll tell you what, it's interesting you asked this question because just today, that the guy that I was potentially working with connected with me again on LinkedIn. But the story there is this. So I'm a member of the Mormon church, the LDS church, and I served an LDS mission in South Korea in the 1980s, a long time ago. And I just fell in love with the country. I fell in love with the culture, and Korea, South Korea, very much loves America. We were treated like royalty over there. It was a great experience, and it was humbling and it was an awesome experience. And I always told myself I kind of wanted to do business there if I had the opportunity. And so with Roxberry, I knew, because Roxberry is kind of very Americana, nostalgic, kind of that kind of feeling with it. It's like bringing you back to this time in life when everything was more simple and less convoluted. And I knew that would sell well in Korea. So I reached out to a gentleman that was doing business and kind of brokering deals in Korea. And we made the introduction, and he was excited, and things were progressing really fast. And this is pre-COVID, right? And so we got introduced to this gentleman in Korea, and he was doing Subway sandwiches in Korea. And he was very much enamored and really liked Roxberry. And so we start this negotiating stage of what it's going to take for him to take Roxberry to Korea, both financially and culturally and physically and emotionally, all of the above. And he asked for the world. He really wanted, he wanted all these rights to all of Asia. He wanted really more than I was willing to give up. And in retrospect, I should have just given it to him, because I didn't have any ties in the other country. The only country I had any real feelings for was Korea. And so I ultimately told him no. I said, I think we're going to go a different direction. And then guess what happened? All of a sudden COVID hits, and all those other options that I had dwindled. And I don't know if you remember, but Korea was hit particularly hard with COVID,
Yeah.
and they really. In fact, I had a plane ticket scheduled to leave to go to Korea. I had a pitch deck of 5 companies that wanted to do business with Roxberry in March of 2020. And if you might, and I was leaving on I think it was the 20th or the 21st of March, and really, at least for me, it hit on the 14th of March, and so all of a sudden we couldn't fly to Korea, and all these deals fell through, and these years later, I've